So I've already discussed this kind of concept in one of my previous videos, but I really wanted to just nail down this for you guys because this is a huge, huge deal. For me personally, it's been a huge deal. It's been monumental in how I've changed myself for the better. I know what it's like because I've gone through the inverse of where I would do the opposite of this. I would follow the inverse of this and I would see bad results. So now that I've initially started with doing the right thing by following this and then deviating away from it and now coming back to it, I feel as though I'm qualified to give you a rundown of why it's important to stick with this notion of saying no to people. Saying no to people. I feel like that is in this society, in Western society we live in, everybody has to say yes. We all want to be included. We all want to be part of something. We all want to have that community, right? And that involves following the group, following the herd, following the peer pressure, giving in. And while you continue to do that, you start to lose parts of yourself. You lose parts of yourself because you're just following the group think. You're engaging in group think. That doesn't benefit you. It benefits the organism of the group, the kind of group hive mind that has been created. Saying no is putting you first. And if you're not putting yourself first, then what are we really doing here? Most of you watching this video are grown, full grown men, full grown women. Why are you not saying no to people and putting yourself first? You don't need to justify why I need to put myself first. You know? But that's the problem, is that's the psyop almost, is they're trying, society wants you to put others first and destroy yourself to benefit the group, to benefit the matrix, to benefit society. It doesn't benefit the individual cultivation of your spirit. My whole life I grew up, I was always saying yes to people. I was always saying yes to my family. I was always saying yes to, do I want to do this? Do I want to go to certain places? Do I want to eat this kind of food? Do I want to partake in these kind of activities, this kind of behavior? Do I want to hang out with this person? Do I want to go do this on Saturday? I would just say yes. And I would say yes, but I knew deep down that it wasn't what I wanted. And I was not listening to myself. I was listening to others. It stems from a lack of security in yourself, knowing that I hold the proper discernment and judgment to make decisions for myself based on my worldview and my philosophy that I have built up. When you don't have that foundation, you'll fall for anything, right? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Hence why you say yes to everything. You have to have some kind of baseline, some foundation to stand on. When I started to say no to hanging out with certain people, I started to say no to eating certain kinds of food, when I started saying no to partaking in certain kinds of behavior, whether it be drinking, smoking, partying, clubbing, when I would start saying no to that, everyone would look at me weird. Everyone would treat me like an outcast. Everyone would basically write me off. But deep down, I knew I was doing the right thing. Deep down, I felt better about myself. And in those moments of me saying no, I could lift weights. I could eat better. I could meditate more, be more spiritually involved in my life. It would keep compounding. And because I'm saying no to more people, I would start building myself up. I would start bettering myself. And the work I put in to be able to manifest the best version of myself, it took a lot of work. But after, that's when people wanted to fuck with me. That's when people wanted to hang around me. That's when people wanted to associate with me. After I said no for that long, those same people came crawling back to me, asking me to do things with them, asking me to hang out with them, but on my terms. You attract those people, and those people almost kind of change for you because they see that you changed for yourself. They say no to people because it may not be beneficial or it may not seem good in the short term, but in the long term, you're going to be a better version of yourself, and then those same people will come back anyways, and they'll want to better themselves and operate on the same frequency that you're on. It just takes time to develop. That's the only thing. When you say yes, it's a short-term fix that doesn't actually fix anything. It's just a short-term kind of way out, easy way out, convenient way out that satisfies only your ego. When I said no to people initially, I lost 60, 70 pounds in 1 year. I was more spiritually tapped in than I'd ever been. I was doing YouTube all the time. This was in the years of like 2020 to 2022. And then from the years of 2022 to 2024, like mid 2024, I started saying yes to people again. I started to lose track of myself. I started to just give myself up to those people, to those energetic influences, to those forces. And what happened as a result of me saying yes to everything? I'll tell you what, I gained back all the weight that I lost. I gained back all the weight that I lost. I gained it all back because I started saying yes to eating more GMOs and eating bad food again. I didn't become as strong mentally. I started to really overthink everything and just become so stuck in a survivalist mindset. I started to operate on those lower chakras. Sexual energy, I wasn't good with the nofap shit. I got worse at that shit actually. And I started to lose confidence. I started to lose my ability in social settings to kind of just be that light in the room that I know I am. But at that time I was losing that. I was losing those parts of me that I know I had just spent years building and working towards attaining and developing for myself. I just lost it all because I started saying yes to those things that I knew destroyed my energy and I knew were not beneficial to me. I started to lose basically a sense of who I am. I started to lose my identity because I was so lost in trying to figure out how I could navigate certain parts of my life while being spiritually aware, but also trying to exist within the matrix. I almost gave all of myself to the matrix instead. But in the last like month or so, the last couple months, there's a switch that flipped in me around the start of December to where I don't like where I'm heading. I didn't like where I'm going. And why did that all happen? Is because I just didn't say no to people. I just got back to my old ways of saying yes to everybody. In the last month that I've said no, I've felt so much healthier. I felt a lot lighter on my feet. I'm losing weight. I'm like 265 right now. So since I think it was since like May, I've lost like 35 pounds. So that has been an ongoing journey. But in the last month, I feel like I've really kind of locked in on that. And I'm training basically every day, working out every day right now. Strict with my diet to where I'm only eating organic, non-GMO, real foods, whole foods. And I'm cooking with like real cast iron, no additives, nothing, bro. None of that shit. All my shit's stored in glass. My water, I drink water out of glass. Like it gets that serious. Once again, once I started to do those things, it involved me saying no to the people that would offer me bottled water instead of this, or to the people that would want me to go out to eat and I have to say no, or to the people that were like, hey, here's this, do you want this? I would have to say no. And I would look weird to those people. I know I'm going to look weird. I know I'm going to look weird, and I know I'm going to be outcasted and shunned by those people, but fuck them. I don't give a fuck. Those people don't do shit for me. Those people don't have my best interest in mind. Those people don't know what it takes to reach the level that I'm trying to reach, because they're not me. And I've reached that level before. I've reached the end goal basically that I had set for myself, but then I lost it all because I didn't have the discipline to stay locked in and stay focused on that, on maintaining and if not improving that situation. I just let it all go. So now here I am saying no to people more, and I'm getting people looking at me all weird. I'm getting close friends, family looking at me weird, and I love it. I love it. I fucking love it because I know I'm doing what's right for myself. And I know nobody else can tell me otherwise. So that's why I say no more. You're going to start to see improvements in your life. You just will. I'm going to leave it at that, man. Drop a like on this video. Drop a like on this shit. Comment no down below. Start saying no more. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. You know the fucking vibes. It's been your boy Unseen. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man.